Yeah.
So tell me about Mike Lane. You touched on him a little bit there. I had never been in a pool, with Mike Lane until my senior year. And, I had heard all about this guy, and he'd won state championships in the years prior, so his reputation obviously preceded him in the state of Michigan. Tell me about him on a personal level, on deck, and how he helped you.
Gosh, I don't know. I could go on and on. I'm trying to think of where to begin. He really wanted us to do our best. I think if I could really have a take home from it, he really wanted always for us to do our best. Whether that be, being, a freshman kind of walk on in high school and, staying in lane 1 and, placing 6th place, but at least, having fun and making some friends on the team. If that's the best you're going to get out of it, but if that's where it is, great. He was happy for you. As long as you put the effort in. He was also, really important that, you got to put the effort in. You can't just be there and slack off because your time could be better spent doing something else. You didn't have to be the best to be, like you said, you don't have to be the fastest person to be the greatest by far. I mean, I think most of the coaches that I had in my, my time, and I would imagine that pretty much all the guys out there kind of feel that way. But no, Mr. Lane, he wanted us to be our best. And that was, the best in the pool, but the best in the classroom. I remember when we got our report cards, we'd have to, he knew when we got them because he was the PE teacher in our high school. And so he knew the day the report cards came out. And I remember going down there, he'd have his, office door open. And as soon as we came down for afternoon practice, he'd stand there with his hand out, and he knew we all had to give him our report cards. And if it wasn't to his satisfaction, either we had to, we were suspended from, a couple of meets. He didn't make us, stay on the pool deck. We'd practice, but he'd also maybe cut the practice short, make you go off to the side and do your homework. I remember being at some meets and, people would be, be on the side of the deck, doing their homework. Academics were really, really important to him, and he didn't hide that. At the time, it was kind of intimidating, frustrating, but I get it. I mean, I understand swimming, swimming's not the end all be all for most people. Some, not a whole lot of people make a career out of it. There's life after swimming for most of us. And I think, having good academics, he recognized that, and he knew that was going to be a good groundstone, for us to excel with. He was tough. He was very strict in a lot of sense. He laughed, he joked around, but he was tough and strict. I don't know how many stories, kind of have come out, with a mixture between the two, between a swimmer's versus, his perspective on things. But he was a good man. I mean, definitely, one of the guys that is, a standout will always be a standout in my memory.
It's really great.
Yeah.